John Isner, thanks for your time and thanks for joining us on USTA.com. Let's go back a few days. Auckland, your first career title. As they say, the first one is always special. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was special. That was the first one's always the toughest too, I believe. And in the finals, it went completely right down to the wire. I was up in the third set and lost it, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. So it was. I think once I got that first title under my belt, I think now that if I ever come across being in a final again, I'll be even more relaxed and more prepared than I was a couple days ago.
So I guess there wasn't really any notoriety out of it because you still didn't get your bags with you when you arrived in Melbourne.
I know, it's crazy because it was a direct flight as well. Actually, there was in Auckland, they said there was a baggage conveyor belt malfunction. So our bags did not arrive. They arrived the next day on Monday. Unfortunately for me, I ended up not playing on Monday because of the weather. So it worked out all right.
You got through your first round at the Australian Open against Andreas Seppi. It was a great start, but the match ended up going 5 sets. At 2 sets to love up, what were you thinking?
I'm telling myself just to keep my foot on the pedal, and I felt like mentally I was there. I think Andreas picked his game up, which was one, and then maybe I lost a little bit of concentration. And once I lost the third set, that gave him a lot of confidence, and it was really anybody's game. And then he was able to take the fourth, but I didn't let that deter me too much. And I knew with my serve, I was going to be able to hang in the fifth set, no matter how I was playing. So that was fortunately for me, I was able to get a break and hold on with my serve.
Conditions here in Melbourne can change within 5 minutes. They say if you're not happy with the weather, hang around 5 minutes and you'll get what you want. What was it like out on court?
Yeah, it was weird. It was slow out there in the beginning. When I warmed up this morning, it was like legitimately cold. And then I went out there at 11. It got a little bit warmer. The ball really wasn't moving, and it was. I kind of just would have to say that the court was pretty slow. Whereas last year, my first round match, it was like 106 degrees, and the ball was just flying everywhere. So it can change, within 5 minutes. I remember a couple of times the sun would go, behind the clouds, and then 10 minutes later it'd be out, and the ball would kind of start flying more. So it's kind of difficult to play out there.
Is this a difficult tournament for you? Do you feel comfortable at the Australian Open?
Yeah, this is the first time I've won a match here. But it's a different adjustment. Obviously, I'd prefer. I like to play in the States, but this is good to get my first Grand Slam win down here. These courts do suit me well. It's a kind of a medium hard court, which is my favorite court. So I think I can do some damage here.
Well, just last question, John. What are your goals for this year's Australian Open?
I think I would like to make the second week. If I can do that, anything after that is a plus. So I think if I can get 2 more matches under my belt, that'll mean I'm in the final 16, and that would have accomplished my goal. But I know that my next match is really, really tough, so I got to focus on that at hand.
John Isner, thanks for joining us on USTA.com.
Yeah.